It's soul to soul. And I think that that's really what attracted me to it, was that it's very immediate. When people are in hospice, we know their time is limited. We know that. It's documented. Their doctor has said so, and our medical doctor has said so. So you don't waste time on the frivolous. And it's not like everything's heavy. Like, you can't walk in, and you couldn't walk in as a chaplain and go, let's talk about God today. I know this is a serious time in your life. It doesn't happen like that. We're the same people all the way till our very last breath. So humor works, listening works, being present works, treating people just like normal. Death is not catching. And what happens is people get very lonely. They have no one to talk about. They want to say, I know I'm dying. And people are saying, no, George, stop talking that way. And we know it's a reality. And they know it's a reality. So honor their reality. This is a gift you give them. It's not bad. Sadness has a place. Part of this final chapter of dying is dealing with grief and sadness and how to get through it and how to understand that that's natural too. And crying and tears, our body's way of relieving the stress of our anticipated loss to come, the stress of seeing these changes. But once you're educated to that these physical changes are natural, this is a natural process. You know, in the olden days, it was natural. You were born at home and you died at home. There were 3 generations. It's only been since, the post-war medical advancement, which, thank goodness, we've had all this medical advancement, but with the nuclear families and the splintering, then we no longer see death as a natural process. We see it as something to be fixed.
And there's death-defying culture. We don't want to go there.
And, there's nothing to be fixed about dying. Just like there's nothing to be fixed with someone's birth. You're born at the right time, you die at the right time. It's a gift. It's a gift when people that are in this chapter and they know their time is brief, that they invite you in as a hospice volunteer or a hospice professional to share this time and to ask for your help. Very hard to ask for help. Then everyone, it's for all of us. We want to be in control. We want to know that. So to say that a disease is winning can be very debilitating mentally. Or no longer you were a CEO, you're no longer a CEO, you were driving, you can no longer drive, you were eating, you can no longer eat. Who are you? This is a spiritual question. And God is there to remind us that we are who He created in His likeness. And it's beautiful. You're a beautiful soul. You're not your body. So it's a very touching time. And it can be shared by strangers, and it can be shared by family members.
Well, the family members is who I want you to talk about a little bit, because in this culture that doesn't want to talk about death and doesn't want to say that Uncle George or Aunt Bessie is really dying, certainly doesn't want to talk about it because it's scary to talk about death, how do you help me as the family member have that beautiful spiritual time that you're talking about for the patient?
Well, in several ways, actually. First off, you should realize that all hospices are set up in the same template. So regardless of what hospice you choose, they all follow the same protocols. Okay, so everyone's going to get this team approach, and everyone has a nurse case manager and a social worker, and then you have the option of volunteers or a chaplain or a home health aide to do personal care, whatever. The team educates the family into how to give medication, signs to look for of discomfort, or how to help the patient talk about what's happening to their body. We give them the language. We also sit and listen to them, because who do they have to talk to? They haven't slept because they're afraid to sleep, because what if George wants or Bessie needs something? So they're exhausted. We give them respite, which means we give them a break. And we go in, and particularly volunteers will go and sit with the patient while the main caregiver goes and gets their hair done, or plays a round of golf, or goes to their own doctor's appointments, or simply takes a nap. I think knowing the breakdown of the body and knowing what's to come and knowing that we take care of everything. You know, you don't have to worry. Our nurses will come when you call. Hospice nurses are available for on the phone 24 hours a day and will come out when you need them. We leave medication in the homes for emergencies. We instruct you how to give them. We give really a checklist of what to expect when the end is near, what is natural, how to call us. So we take a lot of it out of their hands and demystify it for them.
So you're really walking with the family.
We walk with the family, absolutely.
Let me ask you a personal question, if I may. What do you want your own death to look like?
I'd like my own death. I'd like to actually go very quickly, but I'm such a people person. I might love hospice because if I had the team, I'd probably be welcoming them every day and talking. And it's very interesting, actually. It just made me think of the fact that many people do appreciate the attention they get at this time in their life because maybe they've been very lonely or maybe they've been dealing with a disease by themselves or just the two of them or a closed family situation, so they're so relieved to be able to talk about it. I think most people think that if you can go, as Dr. Andrew Weil says, quickly, be healthy till the very end of your life, that's the best way to go. I think I just trust that however I go will be the right way. But I no longer have the fear of dying that I had before. And working in hospice has also encouraged me to do things now rather than wait. Because we're not promised anything but the present. So.
Well, thank you for giving us an idea of how to live into this time, this end time that you talk about with such eloquence and really grace, and making it such a spiritual event for all of us, giving us something
I think it's the patience. You know, everyone has this grace. This grace is life. And we just want to maintain this grace all the way to your last dying breath. And none of us can say when that will happen. So it's really honoring life, which takes us all the way back to the beginning.
It does. Well, thank you very, very much. This program has gone very quickly. And I hope that it has given you something to think about and something to pray about. My thanks to my good friend Nadine Condon for sharing her wisdom and some of her personal journey with us today. Nadine can be reached by email. And if you'd like to learn more about end-of-life care, you are welcome to contact Mission Hospice in San Mateo County. You might also want to look at the very consumer-friendly website Caring Connection, created by the National Hospice Foundation. At either resource, you will find information about hospice and palliative care, about how to choose a hospice, about advanced care planning, about pain management, and about grief counseling. Thank you for joining us today. Lightworks can be seen the first Sunday of each month here at Channel 4. I hope to see you again next time. I'm Melanie Donahoe. God bless.